Is anyone else taking the government's advice to prepare for Russian missile attacks seriously? It makes you start to think, doesn't it? Because they've been banging on about it for such a long time now. And obviously, Keir Starmer seems pretty interested in getting deeply, deeply involved in the conflict. But has anybody got a radio or a flashlight with batteries or been stocking up on the old tins? I mean, we have a couple of shops, so we have quite a lot of food stockpiled if it did hit the fan. But it makes you wonder, are we really that close to that particular scenario? I think there'd be sort of a precursor to getting to that depth of conflict over on the UK soil. But you don't know, because obviously a lot of it is kept in the cloak and dagger. One thing you kind of need to think of, and I keep a good eye on it, is the number of cyber attacks that we seem to be seeing lately, and apps and services going down, online banking. Marks and Spencer's was the biggest one of late, and it reckons that the cost the Marks and Spencer's company around about £300 million, and the CEO a lot of money as well, because he's based off performance. And that was a ransomware and basically shut down operations. But imagine 2, 3, 4 of them a year on one particular targeted company. And you think that the government are trying to move us all to digital currencies, digital IDs, and everything's online, and even things like the grid. That's always been a thing at the back of everybody's mind, that if the national grid went down for like months and we didn't have electricity, how would that go? You don't have to do a physical attack. It can all be cyber. Everything's so based on technology and reliant on technology nowadays. It could just be something simple as shutting the grid down. And it makes you wonder, do you need a flashlight, and do you need a torch, and do we need to get some walkie-talkies? Do you know, Maplin would probably be making a bit of money now, more than they ever did do. That was a good shop back in the day, wasn't it, Maplin? Boys shop, very much a man shop. Go around there and get your little resistors and your little things for your circuits and your projects and stuff. Anyway, yeah, and I looked into the number of nuclear weapons that the UK has. Obviously, the US and Russia are the big players in that scenario. But we have, I think it's about 240, 50, and we have 120 deployed, which means they're out in submarines basically around the world, which is a sneaky little tactic, isn't it? Nobody really knows where they are, or the other side don't, or we presume that the other side don't. And we have about 100 in reserve, which means that they are and could be targets. But the ones on the subs hopefully are safe. But yeah, I think we'd have to get a very, very, very sharp escalation before we get to that point. And I think that the public would be a little bit scared at that point. But I don't think it's going to come out of nowhere. But is anybody actually planning? I know there's a guy online who built a bunker in his garden, didn't he? He does like crazy stuff, like makes mobility scooters with rocket engines in and stuff, and he built a bunker basically. And I bet you if you're his neighbour, he's your best mate right now, isn't he?